Are ghosts real? Can spirits communicate?
Whoa! Whoa! Can you say hello? Hello? Someone touched me.
It's our last night in Middlefield, Georgia, and we're preparing to investigate the old doctor's house that we're using as a home base. Before we begin our investigation, Greg conducts a tarot reading. Not for us, but for the house itself. A ritual to uncover what energies linger here and where they might be calling us tonight.
To help you understand the position of each one, and so I can continue to focus on the deck, Chris will narrate each position before I do the reading.
The Celtic Cross, one of the oldest and most revealing tarot spreads. 10 cards laid out in a sacred pattern. The central cross reveals the heart of the matter, the present moment, the challenge, the past that shaped it, and the future that's already stirring. Above and below lie the consciousness and the hidden. Then comes the staff. 4 cards that speak of advice, external influences, hopes and fears, and the outcome. Remember, tonight's reading is not for us, but for the house itself.
So let's get started. Position card 1.
Greg continues his layout until all of the cards are complete.
Go. All right. Our first card is actually under our wands, and it's the Chariot. And the Chariot, it represents determination and willpower, overcoming obstacles through discipline. And I want you to think about the house that we're in. We're in the doctor's quarters. So that makes sense that energy would be in those lines. Our second position is going to be the Ten of Wands. And now remember, the Ten of Wands is crossing the present. So this is going to represent challenges. So when we think about the energy of the house, it's focused on burdens, hard work, feeling weighed down, but nearing completion. Again, think of the energy in this home. And with our investigation tonight, we're probably going to encounter some of that reminiscence energy, some of that weight as we go through and investigate different rooms about this home. This is our third card. Remember, this card represents the past, and this card is the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is going to represent restriction, feeling trapped. That's exactly how people felt when they were here, and that is the energy that has been trapped within these walls. The fourth card is going to represent the future, and it is the Two of Pentacles. And that means adaptability and managing multiple demands. The energy in this home is now converted from a doctor's quarters to a rental. You're thinking of a lot of different type of personalities that are going to be coming into this home as it adapts and moves forward. Our fifth position is the Three of Pentacles. This is going to be in a position of collaboration, teamwork. Our sixth position is the Tower. It's a very interesting card. What it stands for, a sudden upheaval, a revelation, disruption that clears the path. It's the seventh card, and this card is the Sun. The Sun is a very positive card. And what this is saying is think of positivity and vitality, success, a time of joy and clarity. Our next card is a position 8. And this card I want to pay real close attention to because it is not only the Queen of Wands, but she's upside down. Now, with her being upside down, think about that in the past. This place was chaotic. Now, normally, the Queen would represent warmth and vibrancy. That is not what happened. So we have to look at this as opposite. It's been turned around. And it's saying there was more coldness here, pain. And that's how you have to look as far as the energy that was held in this home. This is card number 9, and it is the Page of Wands. The card should be revealing hope and fears, and I'm interested to see here exactly how this is going to play into the evening. Because the house is saying it's got enthusiasm, that it's wanting to be explored. It's got a young, eager energy, and it's eager to discover. And now let's do our final card wrap up. This is the 9 of Wands. And the 9 of Wands is resilience, persistence. And here's what's really interesting, and this tells me that this reading is spot on. It is near the end of a tough battle. And that really speaks volume to what has happened in this home and what the transition is going through now. And the energy is the spirits, everything that lies in this home. It knows the end is near as far as that horrible battle, and now it's time to start healing.
Greg's reading shows the house is continuing to transition from the chaotic negativity of the past and into something more tranquil and welcoming, much as my reading indicated last night. It is finding renewal in its latest incarnation and appears to be willing to leave the past behind. That could explain why the energy here is so sporadic, so we decide to try and coax more activity. Before we begin, I place touch sensors throughout the room. We've chosen these devices as they are designed to resist false triggers. Only direct contact or an unseen surge of energy can activate them. If they light up, it means someone or something is here with us.
So what we want to do is we thought this season we should do some trigger off. One of the things that we have here is we have an actual doctor's jacket. They did a lot of lobotomies at this institution, so we are going to do a lobotomy. We have gloves, and here we also have a needle.
While the experiment itself is staged, the danger is real. One slip and Greg would be irreparably harmed. And the proximity of the negative vortex and its documented hostility demands a high level of trust among us.
So let's do a little bit of numbing. And I don't get to do this for real.
We receive no clear reaction this time, but in this field even silence speaks. We're researchers in a realm without maps, the truly unknown. And every experiment helps us refine our approach and uncover what caused the spirits to respond.
Welcome to Arise Entertainment, your gateway to unforgettable play. Board games that spark joyful chaos, tarot that whispers truth and lights your path, trivia that unleashes mythic mayhem. This is what epic feels like. Shop now at Arise Entertainment. Arise Entertainment, we set the stage, you steal the show.
As our final hours approach, we move upstairs to a bedroom we have not slept in, seeking one more glimpse into the unknown, one more moment that might shift everything. We decide to do a blind spirit box session where Greg cannot hear my questions and only calls out what he hears through the static. In case you're not familiar with the spirit box, here's an example of what Greg will hear. Okay, so are you ready to go in there?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we get out of this room.
Okay, this is the room we talked about.
Okay. All right, here we are in the room. Who has asked us to come?
I'm here.
Oh, good. Can you give me a name?
What?
What's your name? What should I call you? Are you a doctor? A patient?
I can't make it out.
Can you give me a name? Can you touch any of these plastic balls that you see lying around anywhere in the room?
Hello?
Hi.
I heard a name.
Can you say it aloud?
Elvin?
Through the static comes a voice. We could not locate an Elvin in the records, but could this be the spirit of Erwin Sibley? Sibley was a Milledgeville lawyer, Baldwin County judge, and a passionate proponent for improving care at Central State Hospital. He also owned some of the land that the asylum was built on. It would make sense that his spirit still lingers here. We only wish his energy would have stayed longer to speak with us.
Oh, I'm some.
Go ahead.
Can you ask that again?
You didn't ask anything, but you sounded like you were going to say something. What? Can you give me your name?
I'm getting 3 different voices.
Okay. Well, let's.
Me?
Okay, let's start with
Me?
Okay, me. Who?
I?
Okay. Can somebody?
Or hi?
Hi. Me? Can you give me a name? What should I call you? If there's 3 of you, I need to know your names. We won't hurt you, I promise. And you're not going to get in trouble.
Help?
Help? What do you need help with? Is that a doctor?
Call.
Call. Who should I call? Can you touch any of these balls for me? Let me know you're here with us. Please. It would really help us, and we'd greatly appreciate it.
Lamont? Max?
Lamont, Max. Okay, are we starting to get some names now? Are you patients or doctors? Do you know which you are? Lamont, did you?
You're right.
Okay. Lamont, did you die here? Max, did you die here? Lamont and Max, were you the ones saying me earlier?
I couldn't make it out.
Max or Lamont, were you the ones saying hi earlier? Don't leave me hanging, guys. Come on. Talk to me, please. I'd like to know more about you.
I'm going?
Where are you going? Don't go.
It's hard to make out. There's a lot of voices.
Okay, well, could we get most of the people to stand back and talk one at a time, please? It's really
I
hard.
know.
Yeah, I know. It's really hard to understand.
Unaudible.
Could you please just talk one at a time so Greg can hear you better? Lamont, are you still there? Max, are you there? This is your last chance to talk. I'm going to call on somebody else if you don't speak up. Okay, then who's next? Who wants to speak next? Give me a name, please. We're just here to hear your story. We're not going to get you in trouble. We just want to know who you are, see if we can help. Are there any doctors in the house?
I'm getting a female energy.
Okay, so let's focus on that. Will the female please step forward and give us a name so I know how to address you?
I think this was the female room.
Okay, was this a female room? Oh gosh. I just got you. Oh my God. Somebody's here. Okay, so somebody's with us. Can somebody please touch any of these plastic balls so that we know you're here, please? Suddenly, a wave of energy washes over me, signaling that a spirit has joined us. When the female presence enters the room, I sense a dark, heavy energy, but I can't tell whether it's coming from her or tied to something that she experienced. Is the female still here? Can you please give me your name? I would love to know who I'm talking to. Can you do that for me? Maybe touch one of these balls so that we know it's actually you.
Screaming.
Okay, it's possible could be some residual in here too. That's why they're not responding. Is there somebody listening who can talk to me? Who can answer questions, please?
A woman's trying to come through.
Is that the same woman from before? Can you please come through again? Who's here with us? We're told this was a doctor's residence. Or some type of doctor housing. Is that true?
I'm hearing 50 style music in the background.
Okay, so that fits the timeline. Is somebody playing music in here? This house was built in 28, so it would have been existing in the 50s. Whose room was this?
Oh. I'm stopping.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Well, it sounded like you had a lot going on.
I got a real bad feeling that something happened in this room. And it happened to, I'm going to say, a female nurse, maybe?
The energy came in waves, hitting at a presence that never stayed long enough to connect, like echoes from the past stirring beneath the surface. Both Greg and I sensed something dark, though whether it was tied to a person or event remains unclear. While we cannot confirm a female was attacked or harmed here, the asylum has a known history of abuse, so anything is likely. Is the vortex clawing at the edges of this space, sweeping energy into its spiral like a storm gathering whispers from the deep? We then moved to the bedroom I'm sleeping in, hoping to uncover the source of the voices I heard echoing through the dark the night before. And immediately, something drains our mic battery and triggers not one, but two of our motion sensors. Could this be one of the spirits I heard last night? We quickly swap the battery out and try to seize the energy.
Okay, so interesting. We just had a battery drain, which tells me there's some energy in this room.
Yes, given the fact that
Notice when the lights went off,
the lights went off, everything stopped, and our battery drain, which I literally just charged up.
So now that we have a new battery,
Let's try this again, because we were actually...
But it happens again. The battery dies, and the ball lights up. It's as if something is using the energy of our batteries in order to trigger our sensors. Though we didn't capture the voices this time, what we did catch was something far more intriguing. A light briefly appears in the window. It lingers for less than 30 seconds, intensifies, and then vanishes. A short time later, it returns. Same window, same eerie glow, and then nothing. It never shows itself again. We ruled out a reflection, as our only light sources are stationary. You also see when it appears, both a Varsarum frame and stationary as well. Now here's what makes this truly strange. First, we're on the second floor. No roads face that window. We've ruled out passing cars. We've also ruled out anyone outside. And in the daylight footage, the area is bare. No streetlights, no power poles, nothing that could explain the mysterious light. We're not saying it's paranormal, but we are saying it wasn't us, and we found no earthly explanation. What's more, it bore a haunting resemblance to the light Greg saw in his room the night before.
What's one word that you would use for emotional? If somebody asked you to describe your experience, what word would it be?
Emotional.
Okay. I would agree with that.
Not necessarily sad or happy or anything. It just everything.
I would say this is as close as I've been to anything I would refer to as cursed flame.
I agree with that.
That's exactly what it felt like.
In the weeks to come, we find that even our brave and fearless canine Cosmo had been affected by the energy at Central State Hospital.
He, for weeks after, would sit by the door and wait for us, which is something he normally doesn't do.
Wait for him when we would leave and come back. He would be waiting for it. He could care less who you were, unless he heard noises and didn't recognize your voice or something. Never wait for it by the door.
And even to this day, there was something about the stairs in the doctor's home. Every time he went, and you have to understand, Cosmo's used to stairs. Every home we've had is 2-story. He's used to stairs. Every time he went, he would stop at that lower landing and he would peer up at me. And it would take a lot to get him up those stairs. To this day, he still stops at our landing on our current steps and peers up. I don't know what it is.
As we prepare to leave the grounds of Central State Hospital, we take with us more than just memories. We take scars. Deep and unforgettable scars. This place is steeped in history and haunted by energy that refuses to rest. While most of it feels gentle, almost protective, at its core, there's a storm. Still churning, still restless, steeped in anguish and fury and ready to attack. In the doctor's cottage, we witnessed a flurry of activity, energy passing through again and again, like the outer bands of a storm. Voices emerging from the silence, fleeting and fractured, but never lingering long enough to finish their story. And tonight, we leave knowing that the spirits at Central State Hospital are not done speaking.